Hi, it's Thursday, the 28th of November, and we're here to look at some of the daily astrology and also to look at the moon and what it's doing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is share so that you can look at the chart for the day. How about that? Right, there we go. So you should have that in front of you. And as we know, the big news coming up is the new moon in Sagittarius. So at the moment, the moon is at 7 degrees of Scorpio, and it has to move 30-ish degrees to get to the sun, and then they will be one in front of the other. The moon's in front of the sun, not at the same height, but at the same degree. And that will be what we call a new moon, a sun-moon conjunction. However, first of all, let's just look at what's happening here. So the moon is actually conjunct Juno at the moment in Scorpio. So I'm also going to take into account here the fact that these two are not far off a square from Mars. So Mars is almost at 6 degrees. So it's not too far. It's a couple of degrees. And that is going to put some energy into this still, I think. So I'm going to take that into account. Now, Moon Juno. I think whenever it comes to Juno in Scorpio, there are a list of keywords that honestly you just have to roll out. So, quiet sexual attraction, hidden sexual motives, allure, a quiet allure, subterfuge, emotional undercurrents. You, you just keep going. Put all of that strong, passionate, intense emotion. Mix it with Juno, a symbol of relating relationship, most probably romantic ones more than anything. And the fact that Juno was Hera in Greece, married to Zeus, and they had an intensely passionate but very tumultuous relationship. And so you get all this up and down and all over the place. And put that in Scorpio, and you're just in a breeding ground for it. Scorpio is just going to feed that. Now the moon there, the is of course the represents the feminine or the yin, quiet, a little undercover. And so you mix that all up together and you see what I mean. Okay, so that's that. Now, I'm just going to talk about the moon actually, but in order to talk about the moon and the fact that it's heading into this new moon, I want to show you a photograph that I took this morning. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that share. And there's probably a way you can leap from one share to the other, but I'm just not that clever with this stuff. I barely make it as it is. Right, so now I'm going to share with the photo I took this morning. Right, there it is. Now, one of the fantastic things about this photo, and you never know how they're going to turn out, is the blue. I mean, the blue is just remarkable. But anyway, apart from that, the lovely thing is with the sun over here, so it's not yet sunrise. So the moon is far away, about a third of the way up the sky. I can see a pink horizon at this point. So the sun is going to rise. We're heading towards sunrise. So the sun is lighting up this face of the moon. Now, as far as the sun's concerned, it's lighting up the moon's whole face because the sun has a picture or has an image of the moon in front of it, and it looks as if it's lighting it all up. But we're looking at it from a different angle. So from our angle, we just see that the sunlight is only going as far as this, and the rest of the disk, and you can just very, very faintly make it out there, the rest of the disk is in darkness because the sunlight is not falling on it. When this happens, when we get the sun hitting it at a certain angle, what's lovely to be able to see is the craters. So whether if you're seeing this on a phone, I don't suppose you'll be able to, but if you get a chance to see it bigger, it's fascinating to see the mountains and the craters and the valleys and the plain there. Anyway, the reason I'm showing you this is because, right, this is a crescent moon. This is probably the last image that I will get of the moon before it goes into darkness. Now, this is why I'm calling it the dark moon, right? Because when the moon has traveled a bit further towards the sun, and it travels about 12 degrees a day, that's quite a bit. If you put your hand up to the sky, it would be about the width of the palm, about the width of your palm. So that's quite a bit, isn't it? So it's only got to go a bit more, and I won't see the light of the sun hitting this face anymore. What we'll get is we'll get a moon that is actually ending there in a circle, and therefore there'll be no lit portion of the moon to for me to see. Okay, so now stopping share for a moment. So my point is that when I talk about the dark moon, I do mean it, the dark moon. And it's because the sun is no longer providing light to any of the surface that I can see. The sun and I are looking at two entirely different faces of the moon. Okay, the sun is lighting up the face of the moon that is nearest to it, but I can't see it from where I am. So we have a dark moon. Now, because tomorrow morning the moon has moved on, I'm not even going to get that crescent moon. So then, for the days leading up to the actual new moon in Sagittarius, and then a day or two after, I'm still not going to be able to see the moon. The next time I will be able to see the moon is when I'm looking on the other side of the sky, and this time I'm looking at the sunset. And if I look at the sunset every night after the exact new moon, it'll be 1 or 2 nights, depending on lots of different things. So you can't be exact with this. Depending on that, I will see the crescent moon again, but the other edge of the moon will be lit up because the moon has gone past the sun and the sun is lighting a different side of it, if you see what I mean. I think you get that, don't you? I think what you've got to imagine is, imagine you've got a light bulb, the sun, and then take a tennis ball and do that, and you'll see how the light on the tennis ball changes. That's the best I can do to explain it anyway. So I want you to think about this now, and this is what I am always so touched by, so utterly engaged with. I'm just in awe of this whole thing. So I'm going to see the moon on this side of the sky, right, and with the sunrise, and then in a few days I'm going to see it on the other side with sunset. That never goes old for me. It's just, I just find the whole thing fascinating. And so I just love it. And I, of course, as you know, big Egyptian follower me. And and I am fascinated also by their understanding of the new moon. The new moon was not when the pair of them were together at the same degree in the sky. It was when they saw the first crescent moon after the dark moon, when they saw it at sunset. That the new moon started then for them. That was new. I get that. Yeah, I see that as new. I really do. I'm going to have to follow astrology and take the new moon to be when everybody else thinks it is as well. So, yeah. But, spiritually, oh no, I'm with the Egyptians on this one. Anyway, so I have put that photograph on my Facebook page. So my Facebook page is Alison Chester-Lambert, same, but look for the one with the hyphen, Chester-Lambert. I do have a personal private Facebook page, and it's not that one that you're looking for. You're looking for the business page, if you like, because it's on there that I post all the astrology stuff. So have a look, because if you want to nick that photo, I mean, please do. I'm very happy for you to have a copy because I'm very proud of it. I think it's great. And just you have remember just to put that I took it, the copyright and all the rest of it. But anyway, so there we go. And I hope that was useful. And I will not be able to work tomorrow because I've got a family thing going on, unfortunately. So the next time I'll be able to do a video will be Monday. However, just to let you know, the the work I'm doing on Quawa is coming along. I have got the book now from the States that I needed to get. I haven't got it here in my office. I was just looking for it. I was going to show it to you. Show it to you next time. I'm just so pleased and proud. Thank you, Maria, for helping me out to get this book to me, because they wouldn't deliver outside the States. So she had to receive it for me, and then she had to forward it on. But I've got it now. So thank you very much, Maria. I appreciate that. Anyway, I will say goodbye now. And I hope that was useful. And I'll see you very soon. I'll see you on Monday. Okay, thank you.